Hi class, welcome to week 3, and I apologize that I'm midweek, but I had some health issues I was dealing with. All is well now. So I'm taking you to the opening page and showing you where we will go next. We're going to go to modules, and this week, of course, is module 3. So this is a fairly big week. Basically, read this up here. We're talking about nursing leaders and your activity in the larger political arena. When you were an ADN, you learned to advocate for the individual patient, and I'm sure in your profession and your daily work you still do. As you expand yourself into the BSN role, we need to think about working as an advocate for our population, our community, and for our profession. Some of the professional things that we advocate for or could would be nursing ratios, would be loans for entry to nursing to help more people. The HRSA grants are part of things that have come about politically. When you think about nursing, almost everything we do is governed by some law or regulation, starting with our Nurse Practice Act and ending with how we wash our hands and hand hygiene compliance. So as we go down through the module, here are your objectives for this module. You want to apply the legalities of nursing management in a variety of scenarios, and you want to evaluate the value of advocacy through a professional nursing organization and evaluate the benefits and disadvantages of membership. Many nurses will say to me that they don't have the money to join ANA, ACCN. There are many organizations. There are organizations for hemo-oncology nurses, for all of us, but the ANA has a student rate, and I usually challenge my students, if you go to Starbucks or you pick up coffee, even 3 times a week, the membership is less than that. So, and evaluate the statistics and significant issues surrounding the use and competency of choice. So those are your learning objectives. Let's get to the activities. So here are, I wish when this went back, it went back to the module that I left, but it doesn't. So here are your activities. So you're going to read chapters 5 and 6 and skim chapter 4. There are PowerPoints on these chapters for you to review and complete the discussion posting. You need to go to this website, and I tried it from here, and you'll have to copy and paste, but it is also in the discussion post. And then you have a learning exercise, and you just need to single space them, no title page, but put your name at the top, and no additional reference is required for this. Now remember, you will need an additional reference for your discussion, but here it is. If your birthday is in one of these months, this is the exercise that you complete. And you turn in your draft introduction in APA format with title and reference page to begin your literature review. So, and I will correct these and provide feedback to you, and then you will make the corrections before your next submission. But I want to kind of go back over that activity. So here are the PowerPoints. Here's a guide to scholarly writing. It's just a short article. And here is some tips on getting started with your paper. All right. So you want to be working on this. And we're going to do this, we're going to develop this paper through module 3 and 7 when the final paper is due. So it's a process. You're going to write and you're going to turn it in. I'm going to provide feedback, and you're going to think about that feedback, and you're going to make changes and then resubmit with the next portion. So you'll have an introductory portion, you'll have the literature review of the scholarly articles, and then you'll have a conclusion where you apply what you've learned. So basically, how this is going to happen is this week, you are going to start gathering nursing research articles from the last 5 years and review how to complete a literature review. And you can use Holman Library, not Google Scholar or other websites. Your articles need to be peer reviewed. They need to be nursing research articles, not medical. Don't go to the JAMA or any of those, because this is nursing, not medical. And you need to search in CINAHL or Ovid. You will be writing on one of the 6 QSIN topics that I had in a prior module. You will go to the QSIN website to look at those. And some of the CUSIN, if you get into the CUSIN website, there are some bibliographies in there, and it is perfectly okay. You need to read and reread the rubric. Have someone else read your paper or read it out loud so they can pick up on errors. We all miss our own errors. The Writing Center will be helpful. The staff members at Holman Library are helpful. And Paula Martin is usually my contact at the library. Oh, and did I mention read the rubric? So let's quickly go over the rubric. I don't want you to have to spend your whole time listening to me. But down here are your assignments. Here's discussion 3, your learning exercise, and your introduction. So, and let me find the rubric. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me I didn't put it in here. Okay, I guess you can tell me that. So this is where you'll go. You'll go to rubrics. Here's rubrics. And you have your introduction rubric. And that certainly, there we go. All right, so this part of your paper should introduce the CUSIN topic that you're chosen. It should be about 1 page long. Introduce the problem or issue of the competency that is the focus of concern. Examples may include, but are not limited to, what is the goal for this competency? What is the reports of patient outcomes? Give a short history of why there is a need to focus on this particular competency. And you need to provide supporting demographics and relevant statistics about the competency and the problem in general. So for example, if you picked in CUSIN evidence-based, you can talk about how nursing has not always used evidence-based, but rather gone to experts and made decisions based on trends in nursing that was noted but not studied scientifically. And now using evidence-based for our practice is following the science and using research to guide what is the best outcome. And that is just an example. So on this paper, you're going to introduce your CUSIN competency, and you're going to put up supporting documentations, past problems, percent of patients affected by the lack of this competency being met, and current state in the professional practice. And then what is your rationale for doing this literature review? Why are you doing this other than it's required? And so basically, what do you hope to accomplish by the time you get done reviewing the literature? I hope this was helpful. If you need additional help, let me know, and I will attach this rubric to the current place that it should go. So I appreciate your attention. Call me, text me. I'm here to answer your questions. I look forward to reading your introductions. Thank you.